Welcome back, everybody, to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers franchise rebuild. It's time once again for the playoffs. 3 consecutive years we've made it, although our path to the playoffs this year wasn't quite as dramatic as the last couple of seasons because we actually played pretty good all the way through the season. It looks like we only lost back-to-back games once, and that came in weeks 16 and 17 against division opponents. Last episode, we did see some backups come in. William Lindsley did a really good job on one drive. It is a very, very small sample, and maybe it's reckless, but there's a chance that he's actually the QB2 today. If Sparks ends up going down like he did in this game, do we trust Kirk Cousins? Do we trust William Lindsley? All we saw last episode was that Lindsley was clearly more effective, and he made some big plays happen. But hopefully we don't have to actually worry about that, and we can keep Tyrus Sparks healthy for this matchup and get ourselves a big victory over the Rams. Now, the Rams have some pretty key injuries on their side while we're without a few different players, but there's a chance we get David Johnson back next episode. The Rams, meanwhile, they actually now have some of the worst injury luck in this series with Todd Gurley, Marcus Peters, and Aaron Donald all out for this game. And Gurley and Donald won't even be able to return if they go to the Super Bowl. Tyrus Sparks was again very good this season, and in the games we watched, he seemed to play extremely well. The running game was really disappointing, but we did find some success late in the season behind Ronald Jones. He will be RB1 today over Jesse Reyes, who is likely to be dealt in the offseason. We'll see what the trade market is like. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, very effective. They're both healthy, as are most of the receivers. Brashad Perriman is on injured reserve with a late season injury. Overall, I feel like this team has been able to consistently improve over the past few seasons, and I think this is our best team so far. In our first playoff trip, we were 1 and done, I believe. Then we won 1 game. Now can we make it further than we have in the past? Let's check out this Rams roster quick and then get right into the action. We do know that Gurley is hurt, but they have Jared Goff and their healthy core receivers with a capable backup in Darrell Henderson, who's only 25 years old. He does have 89 speed, 80 break tackle. He has some moves, so he's not Todd Gurley, but he's pretty much starting caliber running back, or at least good enough to be part of backfield and getting some touches. So Brandon Cooks, Cooper Kupp, 2 1,000-yard receivers. Going to be tough to contend with all this receiving talent, but thankfully our secondary is back and healthy again after we had some issues during the season. Their pass rush looks pretty weak outside of Aaron Donald, and he's not playing today, so it should be a smooth game for our offensive line. So I got to give our Bucs the edge today, but we know football isn't always that simple. Hey, we get to upgrade Tyrus Sparks right here, right now. Field General with a +1 morale boost. Tyrus Sparks with 76 morale, which is helping out some of his ratings. Good to see that. We've been a winning team now for a few years, so I expect most of our team would have pretty high morale at this stage. 66 for O.J. Howard, not enough to positively affect his ratings, but he's now an 89 overall, giving us 3 pass catchers, at least 88, I believe. Godwin is somewhere close to that. Joe Coakley up next. Trying to work on that agile weakness a little bit still, and one of the reasons I'm still doing this is because it might upgrade his run block rating. Or actually, no, his pass block is what needs to come up. So I guess I should probably focus on that with the next point that we get, which shouldn't be too far away as he does have Superstar Dev. And finally, the playmaker from last episode, William Lindsley, 59 overall. And how about that? A little accuracy boost. We have a roster spot available, and we only have 4 healthy receivers on the roster right now, so I am going to sign Lil Jordan Humphrey here in his 5th season out of Texas to be that 5th receiver on the depth chart in case somebody gets injured. By the way, remind me that I can't go into a playoff game with only 2 healthy quarterbacks. I know I've done that in the past. We have 3 right now, so I'm pretty good with that. but I don't want to make that mistake again. We're defending our home field now. Los Angeles has come to Tampa. I'm ready to send them back to the West Coast with a nice loss. Let's see if the Buccaneers can take it a step forward this season and get us a step closer to that elusive Super Bowl title. We open with possession as scores are in down below. Buffalo has defeated the Baltimore Ravens, which is obviously, that's a nice play by Kendrick Bourne to get us started 15 yards. But I was just thinking about how at least if we make it to the Super Bowl, don't got to worry about us defending Lamar Jackson in that offense. Although, I think that with Devin White, we'd have the perfect player to try and contain him. But regardless, Sparks! Oh my, that's a catch for Mike Evans. Getting started here in the pass game, wasting no time. Love seeing that. And now we know, shown down below, the winner of this game meets the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC Championship. Sparks checks it down, and there goes Jordan Leggett down the sideline. How did that end up being our biggest play of the three so far? A little check down, and they could not make the tackle. I love where this drive is headed. Tyrus Sparks open again, and this takes us to the 8-yard line. 4 for 4, 66 yards. Gotta love this. That was Tolbert, by the way. Second down, a run, and down to the 1. Thought Jones would get in. Now the toughest yard in Madden, 1st and goal. We're going to pitch it. And Jesse Reyes, he's in! With a little help from the defender. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Welcome back, Jesse Reyes, and how about that for a fast start in the playoffs? The Rams will now attempt to answer us. And how about Darrell Henderson showing good speed here on his first carry? This coming after a false start by the Rams. So that 14-yard gain makes it 2nd and short. Jared Goff, good season here as the Rams starting quarterback, and he's going down. Hello, J.J. Watt, fighting through to make the stop. Great season for Watt. Really enjoyed having him on this team. And now 3rd and 6. Can the defense get off the field? Trips right. A lot of good receivers over there. And Goff throws that way. It's shy of the sticks. Brandon Cooks is short. You know what's going to be annoying here is having to go against Johnny Hekker. He just kicked us down to the 1. One of the best kickers perhaps in NFL history. And we're going to get a decent carry here from Jesse Reyes. I did not manually affect the running back depth chart. I forgot it was going to redo that on me. But I do want Ronald Jones to get most of the workload. As Sparks fires complete, and there's Evans. He's not going down! Across the 40! Can they catch him? Inside the 30! They're trying to get the angle, but they can't! Touchdown, Tampa Bay! How about that? A 91-yard score, and Tampa extends their lead. Thrown into coverage. Busted tackle number 1. Number 2 for Mike Evans. I feel the ability of receivers to break tackles is always one of the more underlooked abilities. Look what it can do. Whoops, sim this play on accident. 22 yards, Brandon Cooks. The Rams, they got to already be feeling that pressure to go get some points. They got to help out their defense now. 14-0 Tampa as Henderson gets a couple. There's Vita Vea. A 2nd and 9, and look who's there again, Vita Vea. If you watch that play back, that looked like a tight end that just tried to block him. I really want to see that replay if Madden lets me. 3rd down, and Goff to the outside. How did they do that again? A curl 1 yard short of the 1st down. Here's that play again. What did Sean McVay draw up? Well, we have Nick Boyle leading the way up the middle against nose tackle Vita Vea. And by lead the way, I mean he is thrown out of the way. and Vea makes the easy stop. 14-0 Tampa, and we take over after a full start. We're backed up again, and Jones picks up 1. You know, this game is pretty realistic when it comes to tight ends messing up things when asked to block. I still can't get over tight ends being left in pass protection in the NFL. Like, when's the last time that worked? Like, just yesterday, what game was I watching where a team tried to double team with their tight ends? There's a catch, Godwin. But they tried to double team an edge rusher with their tight ends, and it didn't work. I think it was the Vikings game. I believe it was the Lions that tried to double team Danielle Hunter with 2 tight ends, and it completely failed. Like, just stop blocking your tight ends. Hand off Jones. Here he goes across the 30-yard line. Fake now. Sparks downfield, and now his first miss. He had an open look, it appeared. And now 3rd and 3, and the Rams need a stop right now. They gotta get this. But here's Sparks. He's got time, and that is gonna be caught. Mike Evans, everybody. He is across the 40-yard line already, 118 yards and a touchdown in the bank. Love it. And Tampa with a fresh set of downs, owning this first quarter. Tyrus Sparks. There's pressure. Got out of the way. Caught. And Kendrick Bourne has a first. 200 yards passing, roughly. And we're only a quarter of the way through. Handoff Ronald Jones, and he got some daylight. Tries to cut it back up the middle, and had he gotten through that a little cleaner, he might still be going. But 30 yards for him on 5 carries. This is the most balanced we've been all season, with Ronald Jones getting the major workload. I have adjusted the depth chart now, by the way, as Jones gets a couple at least falling forward. Reyes will still handle power duties. I don't mind that. If I bring back David Johnson, it's likely John Kelly would get released. Here goes Jones inside, gain of around 4. Like, we can run the ball on 1st and 2nd down and still be in okay shape for 3rd down and 4. Not bad. Although we'd be better off throwing, probably. As Sparks connects. Like, we got to go very heavy pass to run today. Like, 70-30 split. They cannot cover us. And when they can, it's Mike Evans, and he's making the catch anyway. At the 15. Ronald Jones. Not much. I guess we moved the line of scrimmage on that play because we got 4 yards, actually. Not bad. And now Reyes checks in. Will it be another run? Not this time. Pass to the right. Complete for a short gain to Howard. 3rd and 3 against the blitz, and Sparks got it away. Touchdown! Jesse Reyes. There's a nice play. Gotta give him credit for that one. 2 scores for Reyes, like we all had it drawn up. How about that throw under pressure, too? Sparks not even fazed by Corey Littleton. This is a fantastic start, but also a fantasy football nightmare. For those that have Ronald Jones, anyway. Well, Los Angeles, do you have a response to this? It's 21-0. And they're going to run it with Darrell Henderson, and he's going to pick up good yards, and we may be called there for a face mask. So, biggest play of the day right there for Los Angeles. They're going to have to start converting their 3rd downs, though. What? I'm in awe right now watching this on my monitor. J.J. Watt on a screen? I guess they attempted to block. It really didn't work for them. 2nd down and long now for the Rams. And Goff, he has to throw it short again. Not much there. If they throw a 7-yard curl and don't make it, I'll post an episode, like, for the next 4 days. Oh, Goff going deep. Oh, it's picked off. Jerome Page wrestles it away from Cooper Kupp. And the route is on, and this is going to be a long day for the Rams. I like that they tried something different. It was a little overthrown, though. We didn't even have to wrestle it away from Kupp. He just had perfect positioning. There's Jerome Page, everybody. All hands on deck here as we are in control. If we go up 28-0, I'm going to have to start simulating this, though. Here's Sparks, and it's caught. And the catch is made by Dallas Tolbert, who's getting more playing time today than I expected. 3rd down and 7 now. Give inside on a run to Jones. He looks quick. 56 yards for Ronald Jones. They'll bring 4. Could have used 5 as this pass is incomplete, actually. Howard unable to make the catch. 3rd and 6 now. I wouldn't be surprised if we ran it again. This is a strange formation choice. And Sparks is on target. It's Mike Evans. It's almost to the point where you begin feeling bad for the Rams. I say almost, but they did call like 2 curl routes shy of the sticks, so I don't feel as bad. Pass caught, and this is Ronald Jones. 1st down, Bucs. On 2nd down, that's Howard, and now it's a 3rd and 12. 3rd and 9, actually. I'm not cutting that out. Let's go. Sparks against the pressure. Finds Howard again and will be forced to kick as the Rams do spend a timeout. They're going to try to put together a 2-minute drill. Can't wait to see how they call it. And we got our field goal. 24-0. The Rams need literally anything here. Robert Woods makes the catch, 1st down. They'll try their no-huddle approach. Maybe it's better than their regular approach. What was that? Deep drop for Jared Goff, and drops it off to Darrell Henderson, who will be close to the 1st down. Rams spend a timeout. Gotta get a yard, and Goff does that. Now Cooper Kupp on the reception. Would love to see us just play those kinds of situations a lot tighter, not so soft on the secondary. There goes Henderson now, and he's having a fairly effective 1st half. That's his 3rd reception. He's been very quick and been able to pick up some big key yards for this offense. But now they're running low on time. And Jared Goff is complete to Woods, but they're going to have to use that last timeout and just get what they can. 3 on the board for the Rams. And now we'll see what the 2nd half brings our way. We could do some simming depending on what happens here. It is 24-3. Up by 3 touchdowns now as Henderson takes it off the left tackle, and he will pick up good yardage. Straight ahead and through the middle of this defense, Darrell Henderson, 49 yards. If the Rams can get a touchdown drive here, they can keep the running game involved, and that will give them a really good chance to stay in the game. They've got to find a way to convert 1st downs and stay balanced, I feel. I'm not sure that pass heavy is going to work today. Do you trust Jared Goff here, or do you give it to Darrell Henderson? They'll throw a quick screen. Oh, my goodness. Their 3rd throw shy of the sticks. Buccaneers still in firm control as the check down is caught by Ronald Jones, gain of 6. If the Rams were to keep this game more competitive, I think Sparks would have a chance to throw for 400 or 500 yards. But it's not going to be necessary at this rate. Sparks, oh, that's trouble. They've gotten a little bit of pressure there, even without Donald, more than I expected. So 3rd down. Rams got to at least get this. Sparks delayed. And Ronald Jones, another 3rd down rushing 1st down. Now it's a quick one, and Godwin is even going to fight for a few extra to give us a nice 5-yard play. So our screen passes are even proving more effective than theirs. Now on 2nd down, Sparks across the middle, and there goes Evans again. Oh, that's overthrown! And that's trouble now as Jones makes the clutch stop. Sparks had that one get away from him. And that's a really big tackle by Ronald Jones to prevent a pick six. 24-10 wouldn't have been so fun. We want them to at least earn it here with the offense. But the door is cracked open now for the Rams if they want to try getting back in this. Oh, that trap run to Henderson actually worked that time. The tight end did block Vita Vea. 2nd down and 8. Goff now to the air, and he's going to go across the middle. No one covering Cooper Kupp, and he's inside the 10. Goal to go, LA. Henderson next to Goff. Goff with time. He'll fire to the end zone. Oh, Kupp lost it. Wait, they rule it a touchdown. They say he had possession and crossed the plane. Which initially, to me, that's kind of what I thought here. He loses it late. So, catch, football move, aerial maneuver, and a fumble. So, I don't really have an issue with that. Although I know that's supposed to be a drop animation. So, it is still a little confusing. 24-10, though. So a 2-touchdown game, and here you can't get too comfortable as Mike Evans does make the catch. Just gotta play our game here, run some clock. We're doing a fairly good job. Just one throw got away from Tyrus Sparks. And now this one on the slant connects, and that goes to Lodge. Fake. Uh-oh, didn't pick up the blitz perfectly, but Mike Evans doesn't mind. Oh, man. If Leggett was a step earlier, he makes that touchdown springing block. On 1st down, open, and yards up the sideline. Nice job. Doing your best Stephon Diggs impression, staying in bounds. 1st down, O.J. Howard. Because Stephon Diggs is the first player to nearly go out of bounds, but not, clearly. 1st and 10, Tampa. Looks like a heavy run here. These motions take so much time. Oh, it's a pass. They got me. And Evans, how good has he been in traffic? That is the difference between him being an elite receiver and anybody else. All the tough plays he's made today. A little delay. Uh-oh. And a good run inside Ronald Jones. 28 seconds to go, and against the pressure, Sparks connects. It's not much, but a 3rd and 7. Spread out the receivers. Evans all alone to the bottom here. He may have a safety over the top, though. Oh, man, I kind of liked the alignment here. Now what are they going to call this? I like the earlier plan. How do you go from what we had to this? 3rd and 7 with a run. I guess playing for the field goal here. I wonder if the plans change there because it's the 4th quarter or if it's bad RNG. Either way, 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. Hopefully it's enough. Do the Rams have some magic here? This is a reception, and Cooper Kupp has been their go-to target. Goff after a gain of 7. Rams got to be in the hurry-up mode now. Goff fires downfield, and there's another reception into Buccaneer territory. Still just 2 incompletions for Jared Goff as the Rams get back to the line again at the Buck 44-yard line. Setting up a screen. Henderson, look at the blockers. And he's got the 1st down, a late fumble. I believe he was down by contact. The fumble is overturned, and the Rams now 33 yards away. Short throw, and can't rip that one out. There's a throw into the hands of Cooper Kupp, as he's been pretty reliable today for the Rams. He has their only touchdown, 7 grabs. And now they got to get the last 21 yards here. And they'll try to get them one at a time, I guess, as Jake Butt takes a wide angle outside. Screen again, and this time we're prepared for it. Not much there for Darrell Henderson. Goff 3rd and 1, and that is going to get it as Kupp is pushed backwards. A lot of short crossing routes, though, on this possession for the Rams. It's eating up a lot of time. Everything's getting stopped inbounds. Goff to his left now, and they're inside the 5. Goff back to the air. He'll throw short, and that is a LA Ram touchdown. And now it's a 2-score game again. Touchdown Jake Butt. And he is very good in the red zone of my Broncos series on the main channel. Now it's a 10-point game after a deep kick from Johnny Hecker. Time for us to hopefully wipe out most of this clock. Sparks first down. Uh-oh, pressure's there, and he's going to go down. So at the very least, that's going to run some clock down. The 30 seconds here, whatever it's going to be, is still pretty vital. But tough break on first down. I'd like to see the stats on the punt rate on first downs resulting in sacks. They're almost impossible to come back from. Offenses aren't really good at getting those big chunks unless your quarterback is Patrick Mahomes. 3rd and 13. This is Howard, and he's going to end up a little short. 37-yard punt, a 13-yard return. That's a 24-yard net. And the Rams have it now. They begin in Buccaneer territory. Is anybody else feeling a little uneasy? As Henderson makes the catch, outruns Villa. He's got blocks in. Devin White finally takes him down, but he's got the 1st and more. Goff on 1st and 10. This one's complete. Gain of 7. Still just 2 incompletions, one being an interception, the other one just a bad overthrow on a short out route. So efficient, I guess. Goff. Open again. How are we losing all these players when they're just dumping it off? 22 straight completions. Come on, man. First down, Rams. Under 3 to play. A run. Henderson picks up a block from his tight end, and he will be down inside the 10. See, that's where I like seeing tight ends block. Get downfield, block a safety. Don't block the other team's edge rusher. Not sure how that stuff happens. 1st and goal. And here's Goff overthrowing Woods. And the streak is over. Blitz sent on 2nd down. Touchdown Rams. Cooper Kupp. His 2nd score of the day. And after all of this, the Rams are within a score. Bucs, we gotta close this out. I do not like where this is headed. 27-24. 2 and change to go. This is where we need to run, but we're not. Flag down. Caught. O.J. Howard 1st down. So it was a 1st down sack last drive. How about a 1st down hold? Both are very, very difficult to come back from. 1st and 19. What are we going to do here? Draw. And here goes Jones just across the 20. 2nd and 14. Play action. And the ball is ripped out. Reyes cannot advance it inside 2 minutes, but he does help us maintain possession. I'm going to need Bradley Pinion to have the punt of his life after this. 3rd and 20 in a 3-point game. We run it, and Ronald Jones gets 5 yards. The Rams have plenty of time. They have a timeout, and I am terrified of what's about to happen. Come on, Tampa. You've got to hold. Pinion with the kick. It looks like a decent one. Back inside the 22. Okay. So they'll have it at the 29. 27-24. And Jared Goff opens this drive. Doesn't like what he sees downfield. And he lost the football. Vita Vea. Touchdown Bucs. And this game could finally be over. Oh, man. After nearly blowing the entire lead. Do they call 4 verts? Oh, man. Are you serious? It was Ben Burr-Kirven on the forced fumble fighting through a block. And Vita Vea scoop and scores us all the way to the NFC Championship game. Now, we can all breathe a sigh of relief as the Buccaneers shouldn't blow this lead. That wouldn't be likely. That's probably not going to stand. But let's call it anyway. Here goes Devin White in for the touchdown. Hooray. Goff is going to air it out now, and he finds his target. Anybody else a little concerned, though, by what's happened today with our defense? I feel that the Rams' issues early on were simply just design, like curls shy of the sticks. There's not a way to make that work without breaking a tackle, and I don't like plays where a broken tackle is actually part of the play's design success. Here's Cooks now. I forgot he was on this team, which is also realistic. How many catches does Brandon Cooks have in the last month? As the catch is made, I am totally checking out of this game, checking Brandon Cooks' stats. So what do we got? Like, he's just not getting the ball. 27 grabs, 402 yards this season, but in his last few, 4 for 59 against Atlanta, 3 for 18 against San Francisco, 1 for 29 against Seattle. Can we get Brandon Cooks the football one of these days? I think Vita Vea just ended things again. There you go, everybody. 34-24. A win for Tampa. We're going to the NFC title game. We have a matchup now with the Super Bowl on the line against the Dallas Cowboys. Both quarterbacks very effective on the day. Defenses didn't do a ton to slow them down. Ronald Jones, 86 yards. Darrell Henderson, 67. They both played well. And Mike Evans, he was really good. And his success early on is a big reason why we had a lead that we then tried to blow, but thankfully did not. Next up, the Dallas Cowboys with a Super Bowl ticket on the line. Can't wait for this one. And it looks like David Johnson is maybe not eligible because it's the playoffs? Okay, I'm doing this in the editing right now, but I went to look at the injured reserve rules the NFL has, and I found that a player can only be returned off injured reserve if he's on the 53-man roster week 1. And because David Johnson was on the IR in the preseason, that made him ineligible to be returned. It looks like Madden has the rules all correct, and the only player I can actually return is Corey Clement. Alright, Cowboys, they have one injury. Reggie Stammer. He is a 72 overall wide receiver. So here's one of the healthiest teams in the NFL. Zeke, Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, Byron Jones, Travis Frederick, Amari Cooper. Notice something here? They've kept like all of their good players. You scroll through their top dozen or so players were all here when the series launched. They haven't gone anywhere. This is a Dak Prescott-led offense or an Ezekiel Elliott-led offense, whichever. They don't have Michael Gallup, though, so their backup receiver situation isn't looking great. We just got to slow down Cooper somehow, and I'm definitely worried about this offensive line matchup. Oh, yeah, Robert Patterson will face our old teammates here. And then DeMarcus Lawrence, we know how good he can be in this game. Jalen Smith. Well, there is your matchup, everybody, for the NFC Championship game. Here is what they did in their last matchup now against Seattle. 31-24 was the final. 2 scores for both Prescott and Wilson. Seattle got to him 6 times, though, behind that line. Really shocking. 100 yards for Elliott. Well, I think we have a tough challenge next episode if we're to make it to the Super Bowl. Got to slow down this offense and this rushing attack, and we got to beat a pretty good defense as well. So that is next, everybody. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the NFC title game. Please leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your feedback below on what you thought about today's episode. I'll see you all soon. Have a great day.